Hello and welcome. I am Pratibha and I am a machine learning engineer at Codersarts. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can make use of Document AI's Form Parser Processor that is provided by Google. Okay, so basically we'll be learning how we can make use of the Document AI API to build our own products by making use of the API in our own code. Okay. So first of all, we'll start by discussing what is Google API. Okay. And after that, we'll take a look at the performance of Document AI. We'll just try it out and see what it is, how it works, and what are we expecting when we are using it. Okay. And then we'll briefly discuss form parser processor in particular because we are targeting that particular processor in this video. And then we'll dive into the step-by-step instructions on how to set up everything you need for you to get started with developing using the Google Cloud API. Okay. So let's start by understanding what Google API or the application programming interface is. So basically, Google API or application programming interface allows different software applications to communicate with each other or to interact with each other irrespective of their code base. Okay, one software may be developed in Java and one may be developed in Python, but you can make use of the functionalities of each other in different platforms irrespective of the language. So that is the general use of API if I am to summarize it briefly. Okay. After that, it also enables developers to access and utilize various Google services. Okay, like when we are talking generally about Google API specifically, then obviously it like by making use of Google APIs, we can make use of different Google services such as Google Cloud Services, Google Maps, and more within their applications. Okay, so making use of those APIs, we don't need to generally write our code from scratch. We can just make use of the functionalities that has been already developed by Google, and obviously since it is developed by Google, so their performance is you can expect at the best of their time. Okay, so that was all about Google APIs. Now let us try out and see what is Document AI. So let me share my screen. So this is the documentation for Document AI. As you can see here, it mentions that it is a document understanding platform that takes unstructured data from documents and transforms it into structured data. Okay, it makes easier to understand, analyze, and consume. Let's see what all it can do. So as mentioned here, you can see that it can do document pre-processing. In there, it can improve its quality or decrease its quality. It can be used to split PDFs to perform OCR and translation. Then it can be used to perform classification, entity extraction as well. You can see form parser is mentioned here, which we are interested in the length of this video. And then there is enterprise knowledge graphs, evaluations, and different kind of repositories also you can create. Okay, so some of them needs human reviews, but some of them are automated as well. So all these operations can be done by making use of Document AI. And since it is a Google product, so you can expect its performance to be the best of its time. Okay, and you can see here that there are different use cases that you can make use of using the Document AI provided by Google, right? But in general, what happens is like let's say if you want to use splitter or you want to use OCR. So what in the backend what is happening is that they have created different processors for different tasks. Okay, you can see here it is also mentioned in their documentation page that a Document AI processor is an interface between the document file and a machine learning model that performs document processing actions. So that is the touch of AI in document AI. Okay, all these things are going to be automated by making use of machine learning and AI. So let's say you want to pass the textual data from a form, then you are going to make use of a processor that is specifically trained for form parser. And let's say you want to extract some text making use of just OCR, okay, optical character recognition. So for that there is a different processor which is going to perform the OCR for you. Now in this case I would like to mention that OCR and form parser are not doing the same thing. In OCR it just detects any kind of text that is there in your document. But in form parser it also extracts the information about the layout as well. For example, if you want to detect tables in your document, then OCR is not going to help you. In that case you need to use form parser or any other specific processor of document AI, which we'll see later on. Okay, so that is what processors are. They are general pre-built processors, and there are specialized processors as well, which are provided in the processor library of Google Cloud Console that we'll be see, and you can create your custom processors as well. So if you want to check out, you can check out this. I want to automate document processing. You can see what all you can make use of by making use of the document AI provided by Google. So now that we know that document AI is, let's just try it out. Okay, here we'll see how its document form parser works, but let's just quickly see what are its application limitations. So the maximum size file that you can provide to it is 20 MB. It supports a different kind of file types. You can see here PDF, GIF, TIFF, JPEG, and so on. And maximum pages vary per processor, but it is in general 15. The maximum limit of page is 15. So if your document, be it PDF or any other file, is having more than 15 pages, then you won't be able to make use of the form parsers. It will give you an error. So make sure that you are splitting your PDFs in order to make it work. And it supports a number of languages. Okay, so this, and one more requirement is that your browser must support JavaScript as mentioned here. Now here you can choose any of the processors that are available. Here I have chosen form parser, and I'll just now upload our file here. Okay, and let's see how it is working. It's going to take a bit. Okay, so now it has extracted entities from it. As you can see, for page 1 there were no annotations that were found because it is completely a table. But let's say if there was some text above the table or below the table, then it would have extracted it here and you would have been able to see it here. Okay, after that we come to tables. So you can see here now it has extracted all the text from the table, and you can just copy it and paste it. So now it is extractable. So let's just check it with a file that we just extracted. This is the file. You can see that it has 3 columns: serial number, test name, and test rate. And as you can see here, the console, that it has extracted these 3 columns. And here to the in this case the file is in English, so it's perfectly readable. But even if it was in different language, then also it would have extracted the data. Okay, all the languages that are recognized by Google. Okay, and then you can see here the generic entities. Let me just scroll it up. So here are the generic entities, quantity, price. So see, it is able to extract the entities from it, and OCR text also you can see here the text that has been recognized by the OCR in here. So you can just check out here the correctness of it. Okay, so now that you are able to extract these kind of information from the document, you can work with them however you want, right? So that is the beauty of this document AI product that is given to us by Google. So now here we saw that how the form parser works and how we can extract the tables from the PDF files, and now we can just save it as a JSON and then just work with it however you want. So now we'll see what all we need to do to make use of this API in our codes. Okay, so this is a product interface, and as long as like the files are small, you can make use of it. But let's say you have thousands of files that you want to process using this, so doing it manually is going to take a lot of time, right? So in that case, we need to develop our own code and functionalities, and for that Google provides its API so that we can make use of the form parser processor in our backend and just automate the stuff. Okay, so now to get started with form parser, what we need to do is we need to first log into a Google Cloud console. Okay, so the initial interface is going to be like this as shown here, and in order to begin, first you'll need to create a project. If you don't already have a project, then in this section there will be a prompt to create a new project. But if you have already created a few projects, then you can just make use of this drop down, and here you can click on the new project. Okay, so now you can just give a name to your project and then select your organization if there is any, and the location. Okay, location can be anything. I have just given the name of my organization here, and you can create, click on create. I'll just show it to you. Okay, so this is the name and everything else is going to remain the same, and yeah, so it says that it is creating the project document AI and the project has been created. Okay, so now you can just select it from here, or you can select from this interface as well. It will appear here shortly. Let me just refresh it. So now you will be able to see our new project. We'll just select it here, and now we are in this project. Okay, so now that you have a project set up, let's create a service account. That is the next step, and it is very necessary. A service account is a special type of Google account that represents an application instead of a user. Okay, so this account that you logged into, this is your Google Cloud Console, and this shows you as a user. But the service account is going to think of you as an application. Okay, so it allows your application to authenticate and interact with Google services securely. So in order to create the service account, you'll need to go to the I am admin. Okay, once you click on it, so here this is the I am admin page. Okay, permissions for project document AI are listed here, and you can grant or remove access to this project to anybody. Okay, if you are working on a team, and then from the left panel you can access the service accounts. If you have previously created any service accounts, then it would have been listed here, but if you have not, then the table is going to remain empty. And what you need to do next is to click on the create service account button. Okay, once you do that, you will be taken into another window. So you just need to name your service account. I'll just name it Form Parser account. Okay, it will generate its ID, and they want a little bit of description here, so you can just say um, to process PDF for table extraction. That's it. You can write anything, it's arbitrary. Okay, and then here you click on create and continue. And now here we have to select a role. Now this is very important. Okay, based on what you need to do, you need to select a particular role. If you select it wrong, then you will be facing error at the time of integrating the API key into your code. Okay, so please pay attention here. In this particular project, what we want to do is we want to make use of form parser, right? So in order to extract tables, so what we need to do here is we will make use of document AI. Okay, because we need to make use of document AI API, right? So now here there are different variants of the roles, right? There is document AI administrator that grants full access to all resources. Then there is document AI API user. Okay, so grant access to process documents in document AI. And there are several other as well. So what we are interested in is the document AI API user. Okay, so you will select this, and you can maybe add another role as well according to your requirements. Okay, for example, just for showing it to you, you can add a role as owner as well, and then just click on continue. Okay, so now here if you want to give access of this service account to other people, then you can do that here, but we don't want to do it. So we'll just we are done with it, and we'll click on done, right? So now in this service accounts, you are able to see that this service account has now been created, and this is particularly going to make use of the document AI API. So this service account, or as it is going to be recognized as an application, so this is going to work for the document AI API specifically because of the role that we have chosen while creating the service account, right? So now if you go here, you will see the details, that the name of the service account, its description, you will see its ID as well. Okay, and then there are permissions, all that you want to manage, but what we are currently interested in is the key. Okay, so just like any other API key, here we are trying to create a service account key that is just going to work like an API key. Okay, so you just click on create new key, and select the JSON format, or if you want to use the P12 format, then you can use that also. It depends solely on your choice. Okay, here I am just generating this key. Also don't share your keys with anybody. Okay, so once the key is created, it is automatically saved to your computer. You can see in the downloads now that the project document AI API key is created and shared with me. Not the API key, the service account key. Okay, so now so far what we have done is we logged into Google Cloud Console, we created a project, and then we created a service account and generated its service account key in JSON format that we have currently on our system, right? After that, there are two things that we need to do. First is that we need to enable the Cloud Document AI service for our account. Okay, and after that we need to create a processor, because I told you that to make use of different use cases of document AI, there are different processors, and based on your requirement you are to choose a particular processor. If you choose the wrong processor, then you will be getting the wrong kind of outputs. Okay, and the processor is nothing but a trained machine learning model, and trained for a specific task. Okay, in this case we are making use of form parser, and this particular processor is trained to extract tables from the document along with different kind of entities. So let's just see how we can first enable the document AI API. So for that, what we need to do is, under the API and services section in the left panel, you can see it. Okay, we go to the library. Here, since we want to make use of the document AI API, so we will just access it here, but let's just check out. There are different kind of APIs available: cloud speech to text API, cloud natural language API. So according to your need, you can make use of any other API as well. In this particular video, we are making use of the document AI API. So let's just find it. You can see here the cloud document AI API is there, which we are interested in, and here you can just simply now enable it. Okay, here an overview is there and pricing is also there. Okay, so you just enable it for your account. Once it has been enabled, you will be able to see it under the enabled APIs and services. Okay, so now you have this you can see here cloud document AI API, right? So this is the kind of interface for this. You can check your quotas and credentials and costs. Everything is right here. So this is the name of the service and the type and the status. You can check it that it has been enabled. Okay, now the next thing is to create a processor. So okay, so now that we have enabled the cloud document AI API, the next and the last step is to create the processor, right? So let's see how we can do that. In the navigation menu in the left corner, just scroll down. You will need to do a lot of scrolling here. Okay, we just need to find the document AI section here. Okay, just for the sake of showing it to you, I am just scrolling down here, or you can just directly use the search bar as well. Okay, so here there should be somewhere document AI. Yeah, so this is the document AI here. Just you can click on it, and then you'll have this kind of interface. Okay, getting started with document AI. So here it has listed down that how it works. Okay, you first need to create a processor and then just get your data and validate and use. Okay, so here in the left panel, you need to go to the my processor section, and you can see currently in this project for document AI there are no processors, right? So there are two options now. One is to use a pre-made processor from the processor gallery, or you can create your own custom processor as well. So Google Cloud gives you both options, and you can choose any as per your requirement. In this particular case, we are going to make use of the pre-made processors. So we'll just click on the processor gallery tab here. Okay, and here we can see the different processors. There are so many available. Okay, So as I told you that processors are nothing but machine learning models that has been trained for a particular task. So in case of document OCR, it identifies and extracts text from any type of document, okay, any type of document that it supports. And in form parser, it extracts form elements such as text and tick boxes and tables, okay. So let's say you have a document, let's say it is a PDF document, and you have a tabular kind of data and you want to extract the text from it along with its tabular layout. Then you cannot make use of the document OCR processor, because it will at most what it's going to do is it is just going to extract the text from it, but there will be no information regarding the layout and elements, okay. For extracting data from tables and forms, you specifically need to use a form parser, or you can make use of specialized processors as well. As you can see here, some templates has been trained on the machine learning models has been trained on some templates. For example, 1040 parser. These are just the name of forms, okay. 1040 parser. And as you can see, France driver license parser, France national ID parser, and then several kind of different documents, pay slip parser. For example, let's say if you are going to work with only one kind of document and there are many such documents and you want to automate your service, okay, so you can just make use of one particular processor that is corresponding to your document, or you can create your own custom one and then process your documents. But in general case, if you just want to extract data from tables, then you can make use of the form parser processor, okay. So in this case we will be making use of form parser processor, so we click on create, okay. Now you just need to give the name of the project. You can give any name to it, okay. I'll just give it form parser only. And by default the region is US only. You don't need to change it, you just create it. So you see that it has been created. These are the basic informations for the processor. Now what you need to take care of is the project ID, okay, like the processor ID, not the project ID, sorry. So the processor ID is what you are going to feed into your code when you are making use of the API, okay, or maybe the prediction endpoint. So you maybe need to copy this or this. So how you can access it? You can just come to the document AI and my processors section, and now it has been listed as one of your processors that you have created. You can click on it and you can check the information that is required here, okay. So these were the prerequisites in order to make use of the Google Cloud Services API. And in the next part of the video, we will see a use case where we are going to extract the tables from the PDF file. As I have shown here, this is the PDF of a reception rate list. We will write a Python code in order to extract the table from this particular document PDF, okay, and convert it into an Excel file or a CSV file, and we'll see how it works and how well AI can be used to extract such kind of tabular data from a file, or it not just tabular data but a form as well, okay. So that we will be covering in our next video. So stay tuned and thank you for watching.